The MS. Rachel Doctrine, a children's educators platform, is weaponizing public empathy to directly challenge state immigration enforcement.
The case of MS. Rachel Griffin Curso represents a profound evolution in digital activism, where a beloved, apolitical children's entertainer has pivoted her immense platform into a targeted, high-impact advocacy machine.
Her intervention in the cases of children detained at the Dili Immigration Processing Center demonstrates a new model of influence, the leveraging a parasocial relationship with millions of families to generate immediate public outcry, which appears to correlate directly with administrative action from Immigration and Customs Enforcement (ICE). This creates a volatile nexus where celebrity, humanitarian narrative, and immigration policy collide, forcing a recalibration of power between civil society and federal detention apparatuses.
From Mr. Rogers to movement leader, the strategic repurposing of a trusted, apolitical brand for high-stakes political mobilization. Historically, children's entertainment has maintained a deliberate distance from contemporary political strife to preserve universal appeal and commercial viability.
NS. Rachel's ascent as today's Mr. Rogers was built on this foundation of trust and perceived neutrality.
A decisive shift into advocacy on Gaza and pivotally ICE detainment shatters this precedent. In the current climate where institutional trust is low and political polarization is high, her capital is not derived from political authority but from an unparalleled reservoir of goodwill with a demographic parents of young children that spans the political spectrum.
This allows her to frame issues like family detention not through partisan lenses, but through the universally resonant framework of childhood trauma and parental protection, thereby bypassing traditional political gatekeepers.
The mechanics of celebrity-driven policy pressure. A single Instagram post can function as a de facto habeas corpus petition with a 5 million person signature. The operational efficacy of MS.
Rachel's advocacy lies in a precise, repeatable mechanism. First, she utilizes direct, intimate video calls
with 9-year-old Diva to generate raw, emotionally compelling testimony. This content is then amplified to her 5 million Instagram followers, translating personal tragedy into a mass public event.
The resulting public outcry creates a reputational and operational dilemma for ICE and the Department of Homeland Security. DHS continuing to detain a now famous child risks significant media backlash and political cost. The subsequent, unexplained releases of Diva and non-verbal 5-year-old Gail, following closely on her posts, suggest this pressure can alter bureaucratic outcomes.
This model effectively crowdsources oversight, using celebrity reach to impose transparency and accountability on a system designed for opacity.
The new frontier of cultural resistance. This activism redefines the battlefield, making every smartphone a potential tool for institutional disruption. The strategic verdict is that MS.
Rachel has successfully pioneered a potent form of cultural resistance, where soft power is weaponized against hard state power. However, this model carries inherent risks and limitations.
It personalizes systemic issues, making policy change contingent on viral narratives, which is unsustainable for the thousands without a celebrity advocate. Furthermore, it invites intense counter-mobilization, as seen with groups like Stop Antisemitism attempting to criminalize her advocacy by alleging ties to Hamas.
The projection is that this approach will fragment it, will force ICE to develop new protocols for high-profile detainees while inspiring a wave of influencer-led activism on other issues. The long-term consequence may be the further politicization of all cultural spaces, eroding the few remaining zones of neutral public trust and escalating the conflict between narrative-driven activism and institutional authority.